Well, phrasal verbs are embedded metaphor, because phrasal verbs are taught, again, like the verb get, they are taught by translation. You know, this verb, which is crazy, you get thousands and thousands. There are only 13 particles that you need to understand, and then you understand any phrasal verb. For instance, I'll just give you an example of one particle. You have to think of a group of uneducated, illiterate people, namely Anglo-Saxons. They've got a very physical, concrete language, and they're having to battle with abstract concepts using only very physical vocabulary, because the further south you get and the more moderate the weather becomes, the more time you have to philosophize. If you live in a cold northern country, you're so busy chopping and stacking wood for the winter, killing and salting the pig, pickling your vegetables to survive the winter. You're not as philosophical as, like, the Greeks had the perfect climate for philosophy, and Arabs the same. So Arabic's got more words for philosophy and theology than any European language can possibly get. So anyway, this is a theory, but so these Germanic peoples lived in a really physical world of survival, and they had to bring these physical words to explain abstract concepts. So you take, for instance, over. So what is over? Over is this, right? So if this is a meeting, this is the beginning of the meeting, this is the end of the meeting, it's over. And then something falls from vertical to horizontal, it falls over. Doesn't fall down, it falls over. If you want to reflect on if you want to repeat something, you say it over and over, over and over. If you want to reflect on something, there's this, but on the other hand there's this. You know, I really have to think this over. And I think phrasal verbs, you take a preposition or an adverb, but you abstract it. It starts off as visual, because, you know, I have to think it over. The meeting is over. It fell over. If I hand something to you, I don't give it to you like this. I hand it over, and when you see it visually, you cannot translate that. You have to. So in a Latin language, there's going to be a specific word for each concept. But in a Germanic language, you just keep using these same physical manifestations. So, I mean, that's just an example. You know, this fell over.